As always, this episode is brought to you by TazerTies and His Toy Merchandise. All right, on today's episode, we have the one, the only Josy Pray. If you have not heard of this man, then you are living under a rock, because he is honestly one of the funniest individuals I've ever had the pleasure of speaking with. He is a professional comedian, content creator, and when we say releasing content daily, that is the understatement of a year. He is always releasing something new and engaging with his audience. He is so extremely humble. He loves all of his fans. He has such an amazing story from his beginning to now. He just finished up a comedic tour. He tells us all about that, and we have so much fun, so many laughs along the way. Now, if you're listening to this, just a reminder, you can actually head over to YouTube and actually watch this interview. Go on to YouTube and search TFG Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's not waste any more time. Prepare to laugh your asses off, and let's have some fun.
All right, Josh. So where did you grow up at, man?
So originally I'm from Immokalee, Florida, real small town in Florida. It's mainly known for sports and athletics. Actually, one of the greatest running backs in NFL history, Edgerrin James, who played for the Indianapolis Colts. He's from Immokalee. And right now we probably the best cornerback in the NFL, which is J.C. Jackson, who plays for the Patriots. He's from Immokalee. So I'm from a town of about 20,000 people, all agriculture, all farming communities in Southwest Florida.
That's awesome. So being from that, those are two incredible athletes for sure. I was a huge Edgerrin James fan. Him when he was there with Peyton and Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Goodness gracious, that team was amazing. Man. Yeah, I know. But man, it was incredible to watch that offense for sure. So do you, from your small town roots and everything like that, like you say, did you get some inspiration for your comedy through that?
Of course. The one cool thing about being from a small town is it's so tight knit and the cultures are so close. I understand the tensions that we deal with today in today's society. I'm from a town where 65% of our town was Mexican, and then 15 was Haitian American, and then 10% was Black American, and then the other whatever percentage left was divided amongst Native American, Caucasian American, and whomever else was there. I really didn't understand what Asian, really what a white person was until I left Immokalee, Florida. So being in Immokalee, Florida, everybody knew each other's name. Everybody was close together, and we all experienced each other's cultures.
That's awesome. I love that.
I know, I know, right?
Yeah. We ended up, so we grew up in a small town. How many people did you graduate with? Let me ask that.
184.
So we got you beat 64.
Hey, where the hell did y'all go to school at?
In the middle of a cornfield.
It was in a tree house. It was a tree house.
We're from Michigan. Yeah, we're from Michigan. So everybody, they'll give you the mitten, right? So we're right here.
Michigan right, Michigan left.
Yeah. You got
it right in the center there.
So it wasn't even a town. It said welcome to the village.
Yeah.
Of Dansville.
Yeah, we're from.
We had one blinking red light, man. That's it.
Y'all from 0.5 mile.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the 1 8 mile joke. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah, there you go.
The only good thing about our town was it burnt down. So
no. Oh my God.
It was so with the restaurant, we had an award-winning restaurant, right? Yeah. Burnt down.
3 times.
Y'all burnt down the only thing that mattered in your town.
Exactly.
I know. We don't know who did it, but we're still out looking for him. That's the only thing we got.
Horrible.
Yeah. But
I do have a question for you though, because you're coming from Florida, and we covered this a couple months back. But how familiar are you with the penis snake invasion that happened there? Have you heard about this? The penis snake. Have you not heard of this?
I mean, only penis snake I know is the one I got my own.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. No,
that's not a thing.
They migrated from up from Brazil. And they infested Florida. Yes.
Yeah, you better watch out.
This is a real thing. I kid you not.
The penis snake came to Florida.
Yeah.
Yep. I kid you not.
Yep.
There's a whole article about it that's saying like if you see it, kill it, but you can also eat it if you want.
Yeah, but don't do that.
But eat penis.
You can eat penis thing, yes.
Yeah. We wanted to inform you just in case you didn't know about it because you didn't know about it, and we didn't want you to.
We read about it.
Does it look like a penis?
Yeah,
honestly, it does.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Not mine.
Every black man in Florida waking up every day paranoid, like, is that mine? Is that mine?
I know. Yeah. Just Google it and then erase your history.
It's weird. It's a thing. It's truly a thing. But
yeah.
I got a friend. His name is OMG Wicks. He's on TikTok. He got like 1 million followers on TikTok. And he's Mr. Florida, so I gotta tell him about that so he can make a video about that, man.
Definitely, yes, yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was
BS.
Yeah, I thought it was bullshit. But then we Googled it.
Story. Like, why did that come up?
So here's the thing. So a part of our podcast is we do fun facts, right?
Yeah.
It's where our producer, my girlfriend, essentially just she finds like the weirdest shit out there, and we don't know what it is until the day of the show, and then we turn it around and read it for the first time.
Yeah.
And she tries to stump us, essentially.
She tries to find stuff that we wouldn't know what to talk about.
And I don't know, honestly, I question why she's Googling anything penis, to be honest with you. But
I'm not gonna go there. I don't know your relationship, but buddy.
I already went there. So.
Like, man. And I haven't heard of the penis snake as of yet, but I definitely be out looking for some testicles.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about your first live performance, man. Like on the comedy stage. Like, let's talk about that. What were the feelings of that?
You've been doing this for, as far as I could track back, I think before 2014, right? Is when you've been.
I've been doing it since 2000. January 26, 2014 was my first comedy show.
Nice.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
My first comedy show was absolutely horrendous. I had it in my hometown. People showed up for it, 180, 200 people. They showed up for it. The turnout was great. I was an absolute horrible comedian. I forgot my jokes. I bombed. People didn't laugh. I didn't understand how to make people laugh. I hired 2 other comedians. They did okay, but I was terrible. But the thing was, me doing terrible and watching the turnout helped me realize and understand that, like, if this is the bottom, up isn't that far away because I'm going up. I knew it was purposeful. I knew it was supposed to happen the way it did, but it was terrible, like horrible.
So what made it so horrible though? Like when you say that you had to, like, you didn't know how to make people laugh, did you just like say a joke and then just silently stare at them like laugh?
Yes. So it's crazy. It showed up on my Facebook memories like a week ago. I had a joke. I had a joke about buying clean pee to sell to people. Yeah. You see how awkward y'all just looked?
Yeah.
That was the joke. I said, hey guys, have you ever bought some pee from a guy that didn't smoke weed? The entire audience smoked weed, apparently. And
no one wanted to say anything.
They was like, that ain't funny. Like, you put all our business in the street. And and it was cricket. I mean, it was crickets. And then I remember the next thing out of my mouth was, well, I do fellatio. And then it was silence. I like, well, get ready for your next comedian because it was so bad. It was so bad. And I even look at the joke and I was like, even me being 8 years in, 9 years in now, I still couldn't make that dumb joke funny. That was the stupidest thing I could have wrote down. And I blame my friends and my family for making me think that would have worked. It was terrible. Not even
like nothing?
Hell no.
No, crickets.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Listen, I slowly died, but it was okay because I was in my hometown and I was able to mess with some people in the audience that I knew.
Yeah.
So that saved me. But as far as writing material, everything I wrote was terrible. Everything.
So at what point, how long did it take you until you're like, you know what? I'm better than the first show. Like, how many shows did you do until you're like, all right, I'm getting, my feet beneath me?
3. So what I realized was, and I just finally found my comic voice, probably like my stand-up comic voice, probably about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. It takes a while, but it took me three shows to realize I'm not Richard Pryor, I'm not Eddie Murphy, I'm not Martin Lawrence, I'm not Don Rickles, I'm Josy Pray. And I had to talk about what I knew, which was my kids. That was my mainstay. Like, I'm a father. I can talk about them because it's real stuff. You can relate to it. And the troubles of being a man in a relationship. So once I stuck around there, I was good. And then I realized, like, I'm funny. I can poke fun at people and make them feel comfortable and laugh. So that was my safe haven. Now I'm good where I have a couple sets that can go over an hour, and it's absolutely not an issue.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that. So when you talk about sets and everything like that, so you performed at, you just got off like your, I guess it would be tour, right? I mean, you went around and everything like that, and you just finished up. Yeah. So tell me about that. So now you're touring and everything. Now you're getting ready to. How did that all go? I guess would be my question. And then,
So building a tour up takes a lot of time. Like, a lot of people think you just decide, hey, I want to go tour. No matter how big you are on social media, the comedy room circuit is a little bit different, right? They don't really know you. So unless you are like this huge mega star, 20 million follower person, nobody cares who you are, right? No matter what. So I had to run into a guy. I won't say his name, but I ran into a guy who knew a booking agent, and the booking agent was a real nice guy, but the booking agent was just like, do you want to do a show on Wednesday? Do you want to do a show on Thursday? And me doing my first comedy tour, I was like, yes. Yeah. Worst thing that can ever happen. Yeah. Do not say yes to everything because your tour isn't streamlined. They'll have you in Vegas on Saturday, Sunday, and then you'll be in Atlanta on Tuesday, and then Philadelphia on Wednesday, and you can't drive these places, so it gets a little expensive. Yeah. But the setting up the tour, once I kind of got it in a rotation to where I can sell out certain areas or I can sell in certain areas, then I put it together. Me and my manager, we put it together. We said, okay, we're going to hit these cities. We knew where we would sell. We knew where we would struggle. Some spots surprised me where I struggled, but that's the trial of going through your first tour and doing your first anything. You think you're popular somewhere, but you're really popular here because of the people. And my first tour was very fun. It was challenging because I had some ups and downs, ebbs and flows. I had some situations where I was like, I'm huge in this city. I got viral videos in this state. And boom, ticket sales, I sell 6 tickets. So now you're confused. You're like, right. Oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Why don't people like me? Then you start understanding the social media aspect of it, where when you're promoting, people just may not see your post because you're not marketing it right. You're not sponsoring those ads to that area. And you gotta learn how to market on different shows, different websites and different social media outlets differently. Everything ain't the same. It wasn't all bad, but I definitely would encourage anybody that's in entertainment to pay attention to what they do, ticket sales, analytics, pay attention to what's going on in that area at that time, because that's a huge thing. My show in Phoenix, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kane Brown.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I had a show in Phoenix. That exact same night, he was performing 20 feet across from the venue. Same night. And we kind of have the same fan base. And by the grace of God, I still sold like 160 tickets. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But that was my fault because I said yes to an event that I hadn't researched yet.
Gotcha.
That was totally my fault. But the tour was fun. The putting it together and going through with it may be difficult. So I would just encourage everybody to have their ducks in a row, have backup plans, and prepare for every show or every event to not sell out.
Jeff, do you see my t-shirt right now?
Hell yeah, you're rocking the TFG official wear.
Yes, I am. Our merch line that's on StoryMerchandise.com.
Oh, Story Merchandise. They have the best t-shirts.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's like he took my measurements and made the shirt just for me.
It's not boxy. It's a great form-fitting shirt while staying comfy.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't, here's the best part, doesn't break the bank.
No, it does not.
It's awesome.
Not. Yeah, everything's super affordable, and he has like everything.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
Hold on. So does he have like greeting cards?
Yep.
Posters?
Yep.
CDs?
Yep.
Koozies?
Yeah.
Fanny packs?
No.
Told you.
Just kidding. He's got fanny packs.
Oh, he does have everything.
Yeah, he's got
Story Merchandise is your one-stop shop.
For everything.
So if you're in the market for any of those things, go to storymerchandise.com today and check out our TFG logo wear.
So when you say that you each travels, when you do a show,
do you tailor your jokes to that demographic that's going to be there? Do you change up the jokes night to night? How do you?
Go ahead.
No, that's essentially my question. Is like, because you said that sometimes you didn't do as well. Is it because you only sold the 6 tickets, or is it because your jokes didn't land with them as it would somewhere else?
So I can confidently say every single show I performed that confidently, and I'm pretty sure anybody that went to my show will tell you this, I killed. And I'm not just saying that because everybody says that.
Right.
The audience that comes to see me knows who I am. They know who they're coming to see. So I have a 50-minute set essentially, right? Mm-hmm. But then let's say I'm going to Kentucky. Okay, I know I'm going to Kentucky. I know Kentucky is redneck, moonshine, super southern. I got to have some of that in there. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to Philly, I know Philly is more city. It's a little bit more urban, so I got to have some urban jokes, some a few more black jokes in there. If I'm going to Vegas, that's party, that's prostitution, that's drugs. I know I got to have cocaine on stage. What I'm saying is I have a standard set, but I also have knowledge of where I'm going. So before I get there, I have like jokes already tailored to that audience, meaning that community. Awesome. Because you don't really want to tailor it to the audience. You want to tailor it to the community.
Nice.
Okay. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Definitely. So when you went on tour and everything like that, what do we have to do here in Michigan to get you up here? That's what I want to know.
Because I can tell you there's a lot to pick apart in Michigan.
So we just about Michigan, right? I want to come to Michigan, but I want to come to Michigan when Michigan wants me. Now, I have a lot of fans in Michigan.
Sure.
I did a couple videos, and a couple videos went viral about Michigan, right? And Michigan seems like a fun bunch. The problem is, and what I learned from my first comedy tour is, I would like to do a smaller venue with more shows. So like, I would rather get with a person that owns a bar or a venue that's like a comedy club, right? Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a comedy club, but like a comedy club, and we rent that venue out and we do it like that, because then you get the chance to meet real people that's not really interested in comedy. A lot of my videos go viral and they're enjoyed by people who aren't necessarily comedy fans, because it's the difference between going to the movie theater, laughing online, and going to a comedy club. The comedy club experience isn't for everybody. Mm-hmm. And unless I'm in like Texas, I love Texas. I love Hawaii. Unless I'm in Texas, like Texas, in Dallas, Houston, you got to do the improv because it's so big. But outside of those towns, Austin, San Antonio, El Paso, you can do smaller venues and pack them because there may not be comedy towns, but comedy lovers. So I want to come to Michigan, and getting me to Michigan, it's not a problem. And I can put this out because it's public information. It depends on how contracts are, because I can do a percentage versus the door, or I can do a set fee plus flight. Me, I'd rather do a percentage versus the door right now, only because I feel like it's fair to the owners. It's not fair to me to take $10,000 and don't promote the show and 20 people show up.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm doing a percentage versus the door, it's an incentive for me to promote the show and market the show. And then it's all fair.
I got you.
See, and that's awesome, because it just kind of shows how humble you truly are. And a lot of your videos you talk about, I mean, Dan, I think you just released one a day about content creators versus people who are just copying, the creative versus people who are funny. And I felt that like that was awesome that you actually spoke up and said that, because how many people nowadays are getting famous off of somebody else's stuff in Hollywood? They're just rewriting the same goddamn story over and over again, right?
They're redoing it. And like, I know people that go viral. Like somebody will so I put a video on my Facebook Reels of me racing a girl and I failed. Yeah. I did a split and that was real. It wasn't fake. I hurt myself for like 3 months.
Dude, that stretch. The stretch is how you knew it was real, because you stretched and then it just looked so awkward.
I was done. I tore everything. I couldn't do nothing. But you will find, let's just say, take you guys for example. You guys can get that video and just watch it and laugh, and you will go viral. And now people will come to your page so you can watch other people's accidents. And to me, just to me personally, I'm not trying to take a shot at anybody. That's not talent to me. Yeah. That's benefiting off somebody's work. That's the ultimate lazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with you for sure.
So I just wanted to I just wanted to put a spotlight on that and the way social media work. And I can say this because I'm not afraid of the machine. That video won't do extremely well. It'll be suppressed because it goes against what brings views.
Yep. Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but
the right person will see that video who does what I'm talking about, and they'll be so offended. And they'll go out and try to create content, and they'll keep falling on their face because they realize it's not that easy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
See, it may not be the most viewed, but it's going to be one of the most, well, honestly, to the people who truly are fans of you, one of the most respected videos.
Absolutely. Yeah, appreciated. So, definitely.
And I'm definitely, I definitely want to apologize to anybody that loves to laugh and feel good, and those who came before us. That took talent. That took time. It was more pride in what they do in their craft. I just feel like this generation, they're so quick for look at me, look at me, look at me, I'm famous, that they're not understanding like this thing is a job, it's a craft. You got to respect it, because eventually the chicken will come to roost, and what they're doing won't work anymore. It's going to take time, but eventually it's going to fade away.
Yep, I completely agree with that. Two things that I have to point out. We were actually watching the Batman video that you just posted.
Hey, that movie,
oh
yes.
my God,
so many questions. I'm not going to ask you on this because I'm a sucker for spoilers. I am, but this is the one movie where I will legit go into it not knowing anything.
You are going to be, listen, I can honestly say y'all are not prepared for what y'all are about to see.
See, I just love Matt Reeves. So I'm an independent filmmaker. I've written and directed stuff, and I absolutely love films that completely wipe out the stereotype. And like this one, I feel it is that. I feel when I watched the trailers, man, I get such a vibe of like you mentioned it, and I was like, I told him like, yes, such a Seven vibe. Like, listen, David Fincher, that's such a good detective vibe to it, and it's
not what you think. Whatever you think in your head, you are wrong. I promise you, on everything I love, you are wrong. And if you understand Batman, you know who's coming in the sequel throughout the movie. Yeah. It's not even a spoiler, but the way they set it up, you just giving chills. Like, and he may not be there in the sequel. It may take to part 3, but the way they set it up, like Patterson, this is not even a spoiler. I'm gonna just tell you this one thing. There's a fight scene where they're fighting and a guy hits his head against a counter. That one thing, the whole audience was just like, oh, like everything. Wow. Take 7 meets Saw meets the bloodiness of what was the one movie that was a superhero movie? They had the blue naked guy in it. The Watchmen.
Watchmen. Yeah.
Take that violence and put it in this movie.
That's awesome.
And this is what you got.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That sounds incredible.
See, well, and then you say in it, this is not a superhero movie, which is it's been, that's how they've been advertising it. It's not a superhero movie. It's much more. It's him in his first couple of years and like really grasping the detective sense of it. There's no theatrics. Separation. There's no fucking Riddler in an all green question mark suit. That's the dumbest thing I think Jim Carrey's ever done in his life. But it's none of that. It's actually a down to earth. On like Rotten Tomatoes, which take it as it is, it's Rotten Tomatoes, but it's the second highest score that a Batman film has had, next to The Dark Knight, which was Christopher Nolan.
The only reason this movie isn't better than The Dark Knight is because The Dark Knight came first.
There you go. Okay.
This movie is better than The Dark Knight.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's incredible to hear.
I am telling you, this is not a superhero movie.
Man.
There's no separation between Batman and Bruce Wayne. There's none. It's one person.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's incredible. And how did you get to see it before Friday?
Now you're asking too many questions.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I digress.
You can't tell all this.
You can't take all this serious.
Like, I know people. I got some favor.
That's awesome. How about this? How about Mike Tomlin, dude? Your impersonation of Mike Tomlin. That's how I originally found you. I seen that first one, and I was like, oh. I'm like, oh my God, it's incredible. Every time, dude, I laughed so hard. The first one I ever seen, I laughed so hard I had tears like streaming down my face because I love Mike Tomlin.
I like it too. I like his swagger. I like his demeanor.
Oh my God, he's so cool. That jacket that he was wearing for a long time with the yellow sleeves, I was like, oh, that's the epitome of a badass right there. And then when he jumped out of the way of that guy running down the sideline, I love Mike. Yeah.
And I get a lot of praise for my, and that's one of the things I get to do, and that goes back to like me being an original comedian or trying to be old school comedian. Those comedians, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Jim Varney, who played Ernest, these guys, you couldn't just be loud or be funny. These guys had talent because they played characters. They parodied people. Weird Al Yankovic. I just feel like I fit the mold of the 80s comedians, and I want to continue that mold. So with Mike Tomlin, I wanted somebody I can grab onto, I wouldn't offend, and I wanted a person that wasn't controversial. And I think he was perfect. Yeah,
you nailed it. I mean, with everything that you said right there, definitely. When I seen that and then I started diving into you, I really did get that feel of like an 80s comedian, and that's what I love. I mean, I don't know how many times I've watched Eddie Murphy when he comes out in that red jumpsuit, dude, and does the ice cream bit. Like, are you kidding me? It's the best stuff in the world. So I was like, this is what I get. And I just kept going to each video. I got trapped in probably a 2-hour window. I just kept watching. It was incredible. I was like, and then
and I think with Mike Tomlin and just that, him being a coach, a lot of my comedy, if you guys don't know this, I try to bridge people. I don't like racial divide. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Mike Tomlin, or just football in general, is something we can agree to hate or we can agree to love. And with Mike Tomlin, there's never any political issues. There's never any racial divide. They either think he sucks as a coach or he's great as a coach. Yeah. And the fans love it. And I want to continue to do things that bridge people and bring positive conversation.
Yeah, I love every bit that you said there. That's incredible.
See, you're talking about racial divide. Let me just transition also smoothly into this. What is so different between how your white friends move and how you moved growing up? Because I honestly, listen, I honestly, I'm one of those people where like that same day, I need to be moved out of one place and fully unpacked at the new place before I can settle down.
I don't understand white people and y'all race against time. For some reason, y'all just feel like we got to do everything in one day. If the sun beats us, we failed at life. Give up. And me, I don't know if it's a black or a white thing, but with black people, we like, listen, man, we'll move it when we move it. We'll be moving for like 7 days. White people, y'all want to move in 7 hours. Put that couch inside the couch. Put the human inside the human. Like, you know what? Where the hangers? Put the hangers in my mouth. That's what y'all do.
It's so true. I've moved this guy like 5 times in the last however many.
He's being nice. It's more than that.
Yeah.
This is right?
Yeah, this is him. It was literally like, I'm gonna have this out and have it here in the same day.
I'm like 9 a.m. You're at the house. 6 p.m. I'm fully unloaded, ready for bed.
And it was probably January 1st, and he had till September to move. But he had to, like, the planet in the end if you don't get there by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely. I've moved him in the winter for sure.
Listen, you're actually extremely close. January 4th, I think, is when I moved out into the place that I'm living in now. And I'm like, you know what? I had that U-Haul at the house loaded up at like 9 a.m. It was the dumbest thing.
And it's a pride thing. I don't know if it's y'all daddy told y'all, but y'all feel like failures if you don't get 8 apartments in one U-Haul. You just looking at like, how am I go home and tell daddy I couldn't put a whole city in my Toyota Camry? How am I going to explain that to daddy? He's going to hate me.
It's so true.
For me, it's honestly, for me, it's just like, I hate shit on a list, right? That stresses me out more than anything ever. I don't know why.
Write the list. Do what black people do. Don't write the list. If you ain't write it, that shit ain't happen. Y'all, white people are the only people I know that will write a list. Like, you will literally write on the list, you know what? In 2056, I got to die that day. And you'll be frustrated if you don't die. Damn it, I didn't die today. Damn it. Because damn it, I didn't die. I was supposed to die today.
Listen, all I know is you're my new therapist. That's the best advice ever.
That's facts, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. It's true though. It's so true.
This is like 3 subjects late now, but I have to circle back to this because you mentioned Chris Brown. Not Chris
Kane
Brown. Kane Brown. I'm so sorry. You have a country single out.
Yeah, country music never did me wrong.
So growing up, huge country fan then, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Hell no.
No. Then where was this inspiration at?
Honesty.
I do. We love it and appreciate it.
Don't you appreciate my honesty? So
Yeah.
in Markley, Florida, I knew one country song, two. It was Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was a song called I Want to Fall in Love by Leela McCann. I want to fall in love.
Ooh.
I want to. So I had those songs, right? So where I'm from, it was Hispanic music. I think that's called Tex-Mex or something. They played like the accordions. It was Haitian music, Haitian American music, and every Haitian song is like 19 minutes long. Like, I promise you, you go to one Haitian party, you're gonna listen to 2 songs for 7 hours. It was rap music, right? So the older I got, the more I realized country just wasn't for white people. But the thing is, when you're so secluded, they make you feel like if you listen to country music, you're not black, right? So I left my town, I went to Miami, and I realized, hey, country music's okay. And the more I started listening to it, the more you get introduced to like Alan Jackson and Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks, and Dolly Parton. You listening to Dolly through Whitney Houston with I Will Always Love You, and you have no idea that that's a country song that she gave to her.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Reba McEntire. So you got all these people. So the older I got, the more I got into country music. And what happened was in 2016, I started doing country videos, and I watched the CMAs in 2017 for the first time in my life. That's when I discovered Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized, and this is probably gonna be the most racial thing I say, white men have been hiding Carrie Underwood from us. Y'all have been trying to hide Carrie Underwood from us, and she is out here in the water, and she is fine, and we like her too. So, y'all got Brandon Lambert, y'all got BB Rexha, y'all got a lot of I'm on to y'all.
So what you're saying is you would never be in a situation with Carrie Underwood where she would, slash your tires into your car.
Probably.
You would still do that, okay?
Like no matter, I can have Carrie Underwood at home. If that, I'm stupid. But after I did the country music video, I was introduced to so much country music stuff because before that video, I was introduced to country music by a couple of my friends in Naples, Florida, and they gave me some songs to listen to, and I did a video, 5 country songs that need to be on your playlist. I did that video, and that was given to me by my friends, and I listened to the songs. I'm like, you know what? It's cool. So after I did the Country Music Awards, and I delved into redneck community and southern community, hillbilly community, I said, let's appreciate everything it has. And I did the country music song because, again, now that you guys got this podcast and people who ever watches it, they'll understand I want to be a real comedian. I don't want to be the one-trick pony. Yeah. And I felt like Eddie Murphy. My girl likes to party all the time.
Party all the time.
I want to be that comedian.
Let him do it.
I want to be that guy where they say Josy Pray did everything, right? Mm-hmm. So I put out Country Music Never Done Me Wrong. It did 1 million views on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
people
awesome.
Actually like it.
Yeah, we love it.
And I wanted in the video, I wanted to make sure I hate when people what's the word I'm looking for? When they fake like be involved in something. So when a black guy does country music that has never done country music, all of a sudden he's wearing tight jeans and a cowboy hat and he has rednecks with big trucks in the background. It looks so fake. So what I did was I got one of my best friends. I told him to put 8 of his chains on. I stood in front of the 750 BMW. I had one of my Cuban leaks on, and we shot a country music video in the hood. and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted way more hood-looking individuals in it, but we just couldn't set it up. But I just wanted to make sure people knew, like, I'm not trying to fake it. Like, I am who I am. I don't have to change who I am to be a part of your culture.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I love I'm not gonna lie to you. I came across, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if I was scrolling through your Facebook or what, but it came across and I'm like, motherfucker did our country. I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
And so I listened to it. I loved it.
Country music never done me wrong.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm thinking about remixing it, to be honest. I want to get a real country music singer on it. I want to get another country music singer on it just to even push it further. Because again, I just want people to understand you can be whoever you are and you don't have to change anything about you to be accepted by anybody.
That's awesome.
That's a
great
great
beautiful message for sure.
And you continuously bring messages along those lines to your daily content, which you are like when somebody says daily content, you take that to a whole new extreme. Yeah. You are always posting something, and it fits with your son. Just it's everywhere, literally everywhere. Like there's no holds bar with you.
I try to stop, but you guys have a podcast, and this podcast is going to be huge and it's going to grow. So what's going to happen is when you're creative, it's like drilling something out of your head. If I don't do anything tomorrow, you're going to see 7 videos on Friday because I go crazy. Like I just think comedy funny all day. And it's super annoying. I wish I didn't think like that. Like today, I woke up and I said, I'm not going to do anything. Then I found out it was Method Man's birthday. Yeah. Then I remember I got to do the thing about the Batman trailer. I wanted to do something else about women and numbing spray for their throats. Don't ask me. But I said, you know what? I'll wait till tomorrow to do it. I never want to oversaturate the market, but it's just so hard to like sit still and know I got something to make people laugh because people need it.
Yes.
See, we sure do. I completely get you with that numbing throat thing. I mean, my girlfriend does it so she can act like she doesn't have to talk to me. But I'm sure that's exactly where you're going with it, right?
That was not where I was going with it. That was more like the penis snake.
You know what? Apparently, I'm not a great comedian because I was alluding to the. Never mind. That was terrible. My delivery was as bad as yours on your first comedy show, apparently. But now I lost my train of thought.
No, I don't think you're oversaturating at all when it comes to that, man. I feel like everybody needs that, and I use it like throughout the day. Sometimes it just get me through the day. I'm like, I know Josh Pray is gonna have something out here to make me laugh, dude, or even not that.
I never want to become just this robotic, okay, this happened in pop culture. Let me get views and talk about pop culture. Like a couple weeks ago, I made a video about Kanye West and the Kim Kardashian situation. And I do not do gossip. I don't do marriage counseling. I don't claim to be perfect because my thoughts aren't holier than thou. The thing was, I'm real serious about mental health, right? Yeah. And I have kids, and the way Kanye West is going about trying to see his children, and he's creating this episode is unhealthy for his children. I can give a damn about 2 adults, but he bought a house to move next door. He's threatening Kim Kardashian's boyfriend, Pete Davidson. Like that's like me threatening Justin Bieber to punch him in the face. Like what the hell? And people are calling this gangster, and people are laughing. So I made a video about Kanye West I want people who are encouraging Kanye West to bother Kim Kardashian. I want those people to feel embarrassed because these people are rich. You think people don't have the same feelings or the same fears, and there's no disconnect. So I do certain videos. Serious. I made a video about the war the other day. I was on Twitter and people were making jokes about, hey, what you wearing to the draft? And in my head, I'm like, people are really gonna die. And the remnants of this will be felt for 100. We are still feeling things from the Civil War, World War I, II. Right. Like war ain't funny. So every once in a while, I'll throw something super serious in there. I try to stray away from it. But when people are getting out of control, like, hey, come on, chill. Yeah. Let's laugh at, you know what I'm saying, penis snakes and nothing. Right.
True comedy right there, right?
Yeah. No, I love that, man. And I appreciate that so much because I try to stay, we both try to stay a lot away from the political stuff and everything crazy going on and stuff like that. But that would really hit home for me, just like the appreciation that I felt from that video, just from the seriousness that you had and the sincerity of what you were, the message that you were putting out there.
I like people dying. I don't think dying is funny. I don't think war is funny. I don't think like putting somebody down on the internet because you can is funny. I just try to stray away from it. I try my hardest.
Yeah.
Which the people that are making fun of this though, like, I mean, I saw a video and it's of fathers, and you can relate to this, having to say goodbye to their families to be as they're being sent away as they have to stay and fight. Like that is
crazy.
That is the worst thing to feel. Like just the thought of that alone. Like if for some reason we have that situation here, right? The government, our government has the issue through it's like Article 5, I think, to where they can enlist the militia age 17 to 45 here in the U.S. That could actually be us. And if for a second, if that was a reality to any of these people who were actually making fun of it, it wouldn't be fucking funny anymore.
Right.
It would be a whole new situation. They feel like they're safe because they're, in a different country. That's why they feel like they're safe.
I think there was a conspiracy going around like a couple months ago about a tidal wave hitting the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on TikTok and I'm like, okay, I don't believe that. But I'm on TikTok and people are like, well, at least I'm not on the East Coast. And I'm like, we are so detached from humankind and the spirit of what it means to be human that we don't care if somebody a 3-hour flight away dies. And I care about all of that. I'm super serious about I don't like when I'm in Florida. When category 4 or 5 hurricanes hit here, I don't make jokes about them. I get up and I leave. Or I pray for those who are in harm's way because you can die, you can lose everything. And I just hate where we are as a society in regards to like caring about people and caring about the safety of people. It's a billion things to laugh about. Let's not laugh about nobody potentially dying and not seeing their family.
Right.
Agreed. Love that message for sure. Yeah, I appreciate that.
But I want to circle back to a lighter note though, because we're talking about like, Kanye West, there's making fun of, Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Isn't her being with Pete Davidson like comedic enough though? Like that guy,
you tripping.
That guy is. I look at him, and I don't understand it. Like I don't.
How he get women?
Yeah.
That or in general, how he's funny. I don't think he's a funny individual, to be honest with you.
So the thing is, comedy is subjective.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's 100 people and 51 laugh, he's funny.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And because majority rules, it sucks, but that's the thing we came up with. Majority rules. I think it's different strokes for different folks. Have you ever watched Seinfeld?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you think it's funny?
For me, it was hit or miss.
Yeah.
I've never laughed at a single thing that show ever did.
Yeah.
But people are insane over it.
Yeah.
The Office is the funniest show of all time to me. And some people will be like, The Office just don't do it for me. I think with Pete Davidson, I think he's a product of being in the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. He has a look to him.
Yep.
And I think he's charismatic. There's a lot of charisma behind comedy. Yeah. You can like somebody before laughing at somebody.
Okay.
The Rock is a perfect example. A lot of people like The Rock, but is he really funny? No, but he's very likable, so you're going to support him. I love The Rock. He doesn't make me laugh, but I'm going to go see every movie he comes out with because I love him.
Right. Yeah, I agree
so
with
that. I think that's Pete Davidson. Yeah. And Pete Davidson is paid, man.
Yeah, definitely. I think I like Pete Davidson when he was with Wildin' Out, right? With the Nick Cannon show. Oh, yeah. I love Wildin' Out. Yeah.
You know who I used to think was funny? I don't anymore. When Jimmy Kimmel and the other guy had the Man Show.
Oh, yeah. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, Carolla. Yeah.
I thought they were hilarious together. When they separated, I don't get it.
I don't get it. I completely agree with you for sure.
I don't get the separation. I don't get the appeal. But together, I feel like they are phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I missed that show, to be honest with you. I haven't thought about that in a while.
Yeah,
it was a very perverse for Man show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Bro, they used to go to commercial and say, we'll be right back. Here's girls jumping on trampolines.
Yeah. And nowadays, do you think nowadays that should exist?
Hell no.
Hell no. Oh my gosh. They will be kicked off the internet so fast.
Absolutely.
But people, and the thing is, and I will say this, I don't even think majority, and I'm speaking for myself, and it's just a thought, I don't think majority of women are that offended by certain jokes like men aren't offended. I just think it's a small group. When I say small, I'm not talking about 10, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, but it's a group that say, no, you shouldn't like this. Mm-hmm. And I think they have a narrative that they're into. I'm very supportive of women's rights and how women feel and equality and whatnot.
Absolutely.
I just don't think women jumping on trampolines should offend everybody.
Man, that's a good
And
point.
if you're not offended, I don't think you should be in trouble because you're not offended.
Good point. Definitely. Appreciate that.
Piggybacking off of that conversation, Joe Rogan was a video I did. And I said it. And my video title, this shows how people don't listen, how people are idiots. The video title was Joe Rogan proved that humans have two options: listen or don't. People were so mad at me. You don't know what you're talking about. You an idiot. You a clown. I love Joe Rogan. And I'm like, I didn't say nothing negative about Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
All I said is, if you offended, don't listen. If you not, pay your money and listen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's exactly what we said about it.
Yeah. I've never listened to a Joe Rogan podcast. I probably won't. And it has nothing to do with the things they said he said or what I seen him say. It's Joe Rogan ain't for me. So him not being on the air didn't affect me. Him being on the air does not affect me.
Yeah.
Completely
it doesn't move me.
Yeah.
And I think people just want to be like upset and passionate about something that they say, if you listen to Joe Rogan, then blah, blah. Okay, well, whatever. Like me and you can have a conversation tomorrow. I don't give a damn you listen to Joe Rogan. Long as you don't approach me in a certain way and you respect my values and my views, and I'm going to respect yours, we absolutely fine.
Yeah. Man,
I am absolutely loving this because you're echoing exactly what I said in like the previous episode.
Yeah,
because we came in. I came in high. I've been going like 1 to 10 and like 0 to 10 and like that. I don't know why, but like the Joe Rogan thing was one that got me all heated up, and that's exactly what I said. It's like, all right, well then just don't listen to him.
Right. It's like
that doesn't. But see, the thing is though, it doesn't affect anybody. But if I'm one of those people, I'm like, no. If I don't listen to him and you my friend, you can't listen to him. Now, granted, if I thought Joe Rogan, let's just say me and you were friends, and I really thought Joe Rogan was just this racist, misogynistic, just whatever vile person, we would have to have a conversation, because then I'm going to ask you as my friend, what do you find appealing about him? Yep. Now, if you might just be like, I just like his interviews, I like his views on certain things, then if I'm your friend and I care that much, his views on what? Now, me and you can have a real grown man adult conversation, because you might feel like I agree with some of the racial stuff he says. Okay, now we got to figure out our friendship. Yep. But if you get on there and you say, I'm not paying attention to racist stuff. I like his sports takes. I like his stance on COVID. I like his stance on politics. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. If that doesn't get in the way of my values and how I feel, let's keep rocking. I just think people want to cancel somebody so bad.
Yeah, they do.
And for the record, I don't think cancel culture is real. People think I'm crazy, but Morgan Wallen proved cancel culture is not real. It's a made-up thing that we allow people to make us believe.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Excellent. Yep.
Yeah, that's a great point. Kyle Larson he's a NASCAR driver and kind of dropped a type of situation. And he won the championship. Yeah.
Now this and you can go back if y'all think I'm capping. I praised Morgan Wallace 3 months before that video came out. I made a video for him. Then when the video came out, I did 2 videos about Morgan Wallen and that he'll be okay. He's young. I told him, please don't do the tweet about, I'm sorry, I'm going to do history. Just have real conversations with your real black friends and you'll be fine.
Yep.
The only reason I was bothered by Larson, this is the only reason. He was the one that did like a mic check 1, 2 N-word, right?
Yeah.
I can't understand.
I don't understand it. Yeah, I didn't understand
why the N-word would have been your mic check.
Yeah.
Like I've never sat in my house and I'll say the N-word for me. You know what I'm saying? But I never said like, so let's just say the N-word was the C word. I've never sat in my house and been like, mic check, nigga, hold on. Nigga. Oh, you there. Okay, what's up, dog? Like to me,
right.
To me, my opinion, that just was like, okay, bruh, like you got to do better. You got to get some better friends.
Yeah,
you got to do better in your life. But with Morgan Wallen, like I never believed the man was racist. And a majority of black people, and this is me being a black man, and I love being black. I think I'm amazing. I wake up black. Most black people, we just don't care that much about what somebody we don't know says. Yeah. But there's a small pocket of a couple 100,000 that say, no, he's the most racist person ever because this video, and in 5 months, we not gonna be upset no more. Then they go get the same 3 black people, stand on the podium, and speak for the entire country. Like, I've never met Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton. I don't even know who pays these people. I know what upsets me. I know what offends me. And Kyle Larson, I was just like, yeah, bro. Like, I don't understand that. Yeah. What you're saying. Yeah. You could have said 3 Little Pigs. You could have said Mike check vagina.
Right, exactly.
The N-word.
Anything.
I was like,
idiot. I know. I was like,
yeah, you can say anything.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, we use testes here. We use testes, you know.
Don't tell people that.
Oh, fair enough.
Morgan Wallen, his music percentage went up 300%.
Yeah.
Because his fans supported him. If you got diehard fans, they're gonna support you. Nobody can make me not listen to Broadway Girls with Morgan Wallen and Lil Durk. And then look what he did. He went and got one of the most gangster black men in rap culture and got a song with him. It's like, come on, man. That's genius. That's Ed Sheeran and Tupac. Come on, man.
Yeah. Speaking of the halftime show, when they came out with that, they're doing the Tupac song. I was like, oh, he's coming back. I was just like, come on, please. But
Tupac dead, man.
I know. I got to get over it. But damn
our age. Like, I want Tupac. I seen a TikTok where they found a dude saying teeth, tattoos, scars. It's Tupac. I'm like, Pac is dead, man. We just gotta we gotta deal with it.
I know, it's so hard. it's still
hard, but we gotta deal with it. Pac ain't coming home, man.
I know, it's unfortunate.
I love the halftime show though.
It was great. I liked it.
You didn't like it?
I know.
Hear me out. I liked it. I did like it. People on social media do what they do, and they blew it up, right? They said it was the best damn thing that's ever been done, right? I don't think it was the best thing. I thought it was good. I really love seeing everybody back. What?
How old are you?
34.
How old are you?
We're the same age. 34. Yeah.
Hold up. You just said you thought it was good?
I thought it was. I thought it was good because I get to where like social media blows stuff up, right? Like, this is the best thing ever. This is the best thing ever. And then I see it and I'm like, it's not as hyped as it to me as what everyone was making it out to be. What
did you listen to in high school? What music did you listen to?
You don't want to know that.
This is what we're getting. I was going to bring this up. I'm glad you brought this up, Josh. Yeah.
What did you listen to?
Yeah.
Not Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
No, I listened to Nickelback growing up. Yeah. No, I listen.
Fall Out Boy.
I grew up with all like the classic like hip hop. Right. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I loved having them all back in one spot. I did, but it just wasn't as the hype as I thought it was being made out to be.
You got Dr. Dre, who hasn't rapped in 20 years. You got Mary J. Blige, who's the queen of black women. Mm-hmm. You got Eminem, who could probably be Kyle Larson and get away with it. 50 Cent was rapping upside down. Snoop Dogg hitting joints before he go on stage. What more do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
I highlighted all those things. He didn't even know that Snoop Dogg had a joint in his hand the entire time. And that was fucking awesome. I love that. Like, I was honestly more let down with the fact of the behind the scene footage of 50 going out only 5 seconds before his part to where he hung upside down. I was hoping he was going to be upside down like the entire show waiting to go.
Why would you want that?
Yeah, no doubt. What the hell is the matter with
badass?
Bro, this is
like anybody gonna die being hung up there.
I'm not saying like upside down, but like in spot ready to go, and he just pops down. You know what I'm saying?
This is probably the second greatest halftime show in history.
What was the first one for you?
Prince.
Yeah. See, that's he again. We talked about this on a previous show that like his thing was like Prince was better.
Who the hell did you like? Katy Perry?
Oh God, no.
Who did you like?
Yeah,
I agreed with him. I agreed with him that Prince did it.
Yeah.
I'm not like trying
And
to
I think
argue
it
that.
was
I'm
Prince.
just
I think
What?
it was Prince because it was Prince.
Yeah, agreed.
No,
I think
Prince
the
is-
nostalgia about it
Yeah.
just brought it.
Yeah.
Plus, the theatrics for me
Yeah.
were a little lacking on this one. That kind of brought it just down a smidge. But oh my god, having all of them,
I think
incredible.
Beyonce had a great one. The only thing with Beyonce,
Yeah, Beyonce was good.
is Beyonce gets into, and I love Beyonce. Beyonce kind of makes you choose a side. Like when she did like Get in Formation, it was a very pro-black performance. So it kind of makes you like, as a white person, I could definitely feel like, okay, are we supposed to be getting up and jamming? Like, are we okay to do this? Are we allowed to? So the Beyonce makes you kind of choose. But I think Prince in the Dr. Dre Aftermath Eminem collaboration, I think that brought everybody in. The only people that didn't like it was young people.
Yeah, that's true.
Even
Yeah.
old people was like, that's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom and dad, they were like vibing out to it big time. I'm like,
I'm bummed that Martha Stewart didn't join him on stage for anything.
Oh, that would
like-
have been epic.
Yeah, that would have been if Martha would have went out
Martha
there.
Stewart would have walked. Hey, the internet would have broke if Martha Stewart comes out there in a blue outfit and crip walk.
Yeah.
Or just imagine
Definitely.
her sitting at the piano playing it.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
With a joint in her hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Not
That would've
even
been
no, not even in the hand. Just hanging out the side of the lip. Just
Just getting that. That would have been incredible. I know Snoop when he was like, Dr. Dre, you little busters. I lost my mind. I was like, I'm here. I'm here. And like in that suit. Dude, I think he's like the only one in the world that could pull that off and just look so freaking sweet. I was like, damn.
Snoop Dogg,
Oh,
he's one of those people that you might cry when he dies.
oh, definitely. Yeah.
He's definitely the male version of
Betty White.
Betty White.
Yes, I knew it. I knew that's where you were going with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
definitely.
I 100% agree with that because he's put his stamp on so many
Oh,
things
incredible stuff.
throughout history.
People don't realize Snoop Dogg is a Crip gangster
Yeah.
from the hood, and he's cooking with Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: what do you think about his movie Bones? You ever
The
see that
one
movie?
about Dominoes?
What Bones?
The one about Dominoes?
No, the Bones is where he is like a God. He was I think it was like a gangster back in the day, and it's just like they find his bones, and he comes back and starts killing people.
I would have never watched that.
It was
Me neither.
it was like one of those that came out like in the I want to say like late 90s.
I was gonna say. it had
So
to be
earlier
nice.
you asked me the difference between the way white people move and black people move.
This is about the
This
movies
is
now.
one of those things. I wouldn't have watched that movie. I love Snoop and Baby Boy.
Okay,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have watched Snoop as a serial killer, Candyman type action figure.
It was actually what it was. It was like a very it was a very B-roll version of Candyman. Except for yeah.
No, I wouldn't have watched Snoop Dogg I wouldn't have watched it. I
see, growing up though, I think there's those movies that like growing up I had like summers, right? All I did was go to the video store and rent movies that like I've never heard of, like not mainstream movies, and I would just watch them. And that's how I came across that one.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of got my love for movies, was because I would just go and pick out these films, independent films that like
So
would
you
have
watched
maybe
Bones on purpose.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You did too.
No, I did not. No, he did. No,
I did.
no.
It had Snoop Dogg in
No.
it. I knew who Snoop Dogg was. I appreciated Snoop Dogg. So I was like,
Yeah.
let me see it. It's one of those movies where like they use the name to draw you in, even though it's fucking awful, which is still done today. But
It's
it drew
how they
me
did
in.
When the Fast and the Furious 1 came out and they had Ja Rule in the commercial.
Oh yeah, that's,
Ja Rule. And
He's
he was
in it for
he was in
one
the movie like
scene.
9 seconds.
yeah, definitely. But he was all over the soundtrack though.
You feel me?
That's-
And
yeah.
then what did
That's
they
That
do?
wild.
soundtrack was still one of the best ones of ever.
That was
in the
probably
movie.
part of the deal
Bang.
to get him to do it. Was he
Yeah.
had to be in like 9 seconds of one scene. So
Yeah, that's fair. For sure.
Yeah, I didn't watch Bones. I'm sorry.
no, you should pass on Bones.
I'm going to.
yeah.
I respect Uncle Snoop. I appreciate Uncle
Yeah.
Snoop. I ain't gonna watch Bones.
Yeah, definitely. I don't recommend it for sure from what I hear.
It's bad.
So what's next for you, man? What are you gonna plan next?
So since my tours ended, I've been home with my family.
Yeah.
Doing the father thing, and in April 11th, I have a celebrity golf tournament with oh my gosh, with why am I going blank right now? Lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Nice. Oh, Darius Rucker.
Yeah, Darius Rucker.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a celebrity golf tournament on Monday after the Masters. They had canceled it and moved it to April, so I got to go do that with Darius Rucker for 2 days, and then I gotta go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana on the 16th, and then I'm going to do New Orleans on the 17th.
Ooh.
Then I come home for 2 days, and then I got to go to New Mexico and do a show in New Mexico, and then fly home on the 22nd, do a show in Tampa, then fly out on the 25th to do a show in Austin, Texas. So April's starting to fill up real nice. But for the rest of the month of March, I just want to create online content, be positive. I've been going live more often.
Yep.
My goal is to do one more tour this year. I want to get Ireland done. I want to get Hawaii done.
Yeah.
And then 2023, I'm going to completely turn my focus to TV.
Okay.
I don't want to be in movies, but my ultimate goal was just to have a show on the Travel Channel where I connect real people, black, white, redneck, hood, Mexican dudes fishing with people in Alaska, Mexicans from Florida with people in Alaska. I want rednecks from Kentucky cooking barbecue with Crips and Bloods in LA. Like, I want to just bridge the gap with people. So that's my ultimate goal. So 2023, I'm going to really like shift my focus and start doing that. So this year may be like one of the last years you guys see me on the internet so hard. My focus is going to completely change.
That's incredible.
Can I suggest
that concept?
Can I suggest a name? Bridging the Gap with Josy Pray.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
You really just said that out loud.
I did. Was that not good?
That's not one. That's
not catchy.
You're a ginger though. You get a pass.
A ginger.
Gingers say goofy shit. You get a pass. Y'all always say cool.
That's hilarious. Can we put it to you this way? A couple guys that graduated in the class of 74 from Danceville, Michigan, will go anywhere. So
Did you say graduated from 74? You said 74.
Class of 74 kids.
Oh, I thought you said class of 74.
No, 2005.
Y'all in the class of what? 2007?
2005.
2005. Damn, y'all 34?
Yeah, we're that old.
Bro, I'm the class of 2003 and I'm 37. I was terrible in school.
Oh yeah, us too.
Yeah, I was in there a long time. That means y'all graduated on time.
Yeah, we did barely.
Yeah, black people move and white people move.
It was
normal.
It was bad. I was out of that place as soon as I could be. I hated school, man. I was in a band growing up, and like on graduation day, I was off playing a festival in New Jersey. Like I didn't even care.
Yeah,
I just wanted to be out of there.
Yeah,
what happened to your band? Are y'all still playing?
Oh God, no. I actually the reason why I don't really pursue music anymore is because I became a father, and I really wanted to change my focus from that to really figuring out how to be the best person for this new life that was coming in my possession. Yeah. Exactly. So I
completely understand.
After that, I played a couple shows here and there. But no, it wasn't for me anymore. I wanted to be home. I wanted to be with my family. So
well, I definitely think you guys got a great thing going here with this podcast. I love the way you guys feed off each other. I definitely like the energy. I like the professionalism. So I think you guys probably found your calling. I don't see anything wrong with your platform. I don't think you guys have to change anything. It's probably just getting more guests with a little bit of notoriety, and you guys should be kicking in no time.
Thank you so much. That means the world to both of us from you.
Most definitely,
sure.
Man.
I'm blown away.
This time was nothing but love. I had an excellent time. I can't wait to tell a few of the popular guys I know that they gotta connect with you guys.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Thank you so much.
I got your back.
From the bottom of our heart, for real. We love you. Content, are you kidding me? You're amazing.
Yeah. So. Listen, I promise you, I got you. I don't lie. I don't just say things to say them. I'll definitely mention it because I had a great time, and I appreciated the opportunity to tell some of my story and just converse with some great people.
That's awesome, man. We truly appreciate you. We cannot, wait to see exactly how much you flourish, man. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Why do people do that though? Like when you talking like we appreciate you.
It's my heart. It's from my heart.
Yeah.
We appreciate you from the bottom
of my heart.
We appreciate you. Your heart is like here. Your heart's in the middle. This is just your shoulder.
Listen. The palm of my hand is on my heart. The fingers are kind of they extend past that. Okay, I can't just make here. I'll make a little tiny like there you go.
Yeah,
I'm cupping my heart for you right now. Is that a little bit better?
The best part is we always do this too, and then we like bow too. We don't know what the hell we're
I don't bow. Don't group me in with that.
I appreciate you so much. So much. Nah, it's all good.
You're awesome.
To anybody that's watching and listening, if you haven't heard of me, my name is Josh Pray. You can follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere at Josh Pray. My website is joshpraylive.com. I had a great time with you guys. Thank y'all for having me. And hopefully we can do this again and we don't wait too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You're
appreciate
incredible.
You so much, man. Thank you for all the kind words.
Yeah, you're incredible.
You know, B, I don't think I ever told you this, but at your wedding, you looked snazzy.
Oh, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
That tie, that's a fly tie.
It was a fly tie.
Where did you get that from?
I got that from TazerTies.com.
Yeah, with Ty Sear?
With Ty Sear, the owner of TazerTies. He hooked me up with that tie.
Yeah?
Yes. Yep. Matched my whole suit. I told him this was what I was wearing, and the dude hooked me up, and I looked sweet that day.
You know what? I also went with the Taser tie.
Yes, you did. You looked good.
It's a nice little floral print.
Yes.
It matched perfectly.
Yep, we both had floral prints,
he also hooked me up with a tie clip.
Yes, he
did. A golden paperclip tie clip.
Yes.
Man's amazing.
He is incredible.
He's such an awesome entrepreneur.
Yep.
He's done wonders. His business, TazerTies. If you go check him out right now, you can use the coupon code TFG at checkout and receive
25% off.
That is one hell of a deal.
It really is.
So head over to TazerTies.com today. Enter coupon code TFG.
Do it.